Tell me about yourself. Now, we have discussed this on the podcast on how you answer this question when you are asked by an HR panel at a job interview. And some of the comments that we received in relation to that video was, Nhyira, how can I answer this question as a nurse? So if they ask me, tell me about yourself for a nursing interview, how do I answer that? Tell me about yourself and I'm a fresh graduate, how do I answer that? Tell me about yourself and I'm a teacher, how do I answer that? So in this series, we are going to be taking how to answer this question in various categories. And in this episode, we want to look at how to answer this question as a fresh graduate. So you are a fresh graduate from the university and you have applied for a job. That is your first job and you are being interviewed for the job. And then the panel asks you, tell me about yourself. How do you answer this question? Now, if you remember in the previous episode, in the main discussion, 3 things that you must take into consideration when answering questions in relation to tell me about yourself. The first one is your success. You need to be able to tell the panel a story about your success, what you have done, what you have achieved. Number 2, you need to leverage on your strength, what you are good at, what you are capable of. And then number 3, you need to situate your success and your strength in the context of the requirements of the job so that you can then position yourself to be the right candidate to be selected. One thing you need to understand is this. If you're a fresh graduate or you are currently still in the university, my recommendation to you is don't wait to graduate before you start looking for a job. You have to intern in a company. You see, we live in a society today where people are not willing to serve. People are not willing to work for free. People are not willing to give their best in exchange for experiences. You need to understand that the world has become a place where experience is prioritized over qualification. Experience is prioritized over certificate. And even sometimes relationships is prioritized over certification. What does that mean? It means that as you are in the university preparing to graduate, you can apply to intern in a company. That internship gives you 2 things, experience and networking, which is what you need in this day and age to be able to get your dream job. So bearing in mind your success, your strength, and the situation, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 samples of how you can answer the question, tell me about yourself as a fresh graduate, so that you can get that interview done and be appointed for that job. The first sample that I'm sharing with you is, my name is Dash and I completed a master's degree in English literature from Delhi University in 2021. I have always been interested in writing, and that is why I have worked as a content writer. I have knowledge of search engine optimization and digital marketing. I keep myself informed about the trends and developments in the digital space. I hope to pursue a long-term career with your company since I believe I can contribute to the organization and team in this position. I look forward to many opportunities for my professional development with your company. So you are going to tweak this up. Now, there is something about this response that I want you to take into consideration. You will see that, yes, that's a fresh graduate, but the person said, I have always been interested in writing, and that is why I have worked as a content writer. It means some experience is in their thing. So even though the person is a fresh graduate, some experience is there. Let me give you response number 2. I am Dash, and I received a first class bachelor's degree in graphic design from Dash, your school. After I graduated, I did a 3-month full-time internship with Dash and followed that by interning with Dash for another 3 months. I was chosen as the intern of the month twice in a row at both places. The internship experience helped me hone and expand my graphic design skills and become more proficient in working with the leading graphic design software. It also made me aware of how much I love working in this field and increased my determination to have a long-term career in graphic design. Your company holds a top position for innovation in the design industry. So it thrilled me when I saw this job opening on your company website. I believe I will be an excellent fit and contribute to the company. Look at this response also. There's success, there is strength, and it is being situated. But most importantly, you are seeing here an internship. This is very key. Then the last response that I'll give you is this. I am Dash, and I have a first class master's degree in business administration from Dash. After graduating in Dash, I interned with Dutch company and work with the artificial intelligence team. It allowed me to use my business management knowledge, and I always learn to program in Dutch. From this thing, I realized that artificial intelligence was a field that interested me tremendously and that it could offer a lot of career growth opportunities. Hence, I pursued an online certification course in artificial intelligence from Dash. I also looked for jobs in this field and researched the top AI companies. I came across your company and learned about the available AI researcher position, and I applied immediately. It thrilled me to receive an interview call, and I hope we can take this forward so that I work with you. Look at the response. So you realize that all these people are fresh graduates, number one. But number two, they are telling stories about their successes, about their strength, and then situating it to the requirements of the job. And number three, one thing that stands out is they have some experiences, and that comes from their internship, that comes from their exposure, that comes from a work that they have done. So this is my take to you. If you're a fresh graduate looking for a job, I will advise offer yourself for free to work for a company to gather the experience. One of the key reasons why I am where I am today doing what I do by the grace of God is because I took a 3.5-year internship program. During these 3.5 years, I didn't receive any significant salary. There are times I have to walk to work. I couldn't afford good meals, I couldn't afford good clothing, but I didn't give up. I was learning the skills, I was learning the experience, I was having the exposure, I was building my confidence. And after the 3.5 years, I was able to gather myself up ready for the marketplace. The key thing is that your internship will give you an experience and also a network which will then help you to become successful as fast as possible. Thank you for watching, and let me know in the comment section other topics about HR issues that we would want me to cover on the channel or on the page, and I'll catch you in the next episode.